Now we're trying to bring you back to God's commandments so that we can get up out of this condition. How you doing, bro? You doing all right? Come on, hey, come here real quick. Let me talk to you real quick, my man. Come here. Got a question for you. Where you from?
Kansas City.
KC, you visiting?
Yeah.
Okay. We are here teaching our people who they are according to the Bible. True nationality, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay, what's your name? Henry. Soldier OSIP. Nice to meet you, man. Do you see yourself on this sign over here? Right here. Where do you see yourself at? Couple of places? Okay. Give me one. Okay. What is your father? What is he so called? Your father? Yes. He was okay. So you go off. It goes off of your father, the pedigree of your father. Did you know that? Okay. So why are we? So today, what are we so called in this world? In America today? What are we so called people? You said American black, but that is that our nationality? Okay, that's not a national. What's our true nationality?
True nationality?
Yes. Or our heritage.
Our heritage. In terms of American?
No, in terms of our God-given heritage.
I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna show you. You ever heard that you was Israelite?
I have not.
You have not? Okay. So give me Jeremiah 17:4 first. Okay, and then we.
You mind if I record?
Right.
Sure, you can record. Go ahead. Jeremiah 17:4. So we're out here teaching our people who they are according to the Bible because we have discontinued from our heritage as a people. You agree with that? Okay. We're in America because we did something and we broke God's commandment. We're gonna get to that. All right, read.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
So the Most High said we're going to discontinue from our heritage. What is a heritage? It's our customs and what we go about, right? Read.
That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
So because he gonna cause us to serve our enemies, we were giving these these names were not God-given names. African American, black. You put two so-called black people together. One's gonna say African American, one's gonna say, oh, I'm black. And the other gonna say something else. It don't add up, right? All right, keep reading.
In the land which thou knowest not.
Is this the land that we know is not? Absolutely, read.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger.
How did we kindle a fire in the Lord's anger? What did we do? But that's exactly right, Henry. By not following his commandments. Now, we're gonna show you what the true heritage is now. What is our heritage? Because we can read that, so okay, I can say what I want to say, but we want to say, what does God say his heritage is? Read that for me.
Sirach, chapter 17, verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage.
So the heritage is the knowledge of God, which goes back to the commandments, and the law of life, which is also the laws and commandments, as a heritage. Okay, that's what the heritage is. All right. Now, you say you never heard yourself as an Israelite. We're going to do a DNA test, okay, through the Bible, Deuteronomy 28, and see, do we fit these descriptions, okay? Did you know Black Wall Street is also in the Bible? On what happened to Black Wall Street? We're going to bring that up for you too, all right? Deuteronomy 28 and 15, read that.
Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Most High said, if you will not hearken, which means listen, read.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So basically he's saying, if you don't listen to me and do my commandments and statutes and judgments, which I command this day, what's going to happen?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a very bad thing, okay? All right, now we're going to go through a couple of curses and see if it fits us as the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Give me verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So Henry, I got a question for you. You go to any part of the world. You go to the ghettos, you go to the slums, right? Who do you find mostly? You see us, right? Okay? And it says, cursed in the field. What nation of people did this happen to? It happened to us, didn't it? So we were cursed in the tobacco field, the sugarcane field, right? The cotton field, we were cursed in. Now how are we cursed today in the field? We're the last hire, first fire. We're at the bottom of the toll pole, right?
Right.
Okay? We minimum wage all day long. Okay? 9 to 5. A basic 9 to 5 job. So it goes back even further than that. Okay? Now, give me verse 32. Watch this. We're going to see if these curses continue to fit who we are. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
When did that happen, Henry? Slavery, absolutely. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
When it says our eyes shall fail and look for longing for them, when that slave master took, for example, took your wife, for example, and took her to rape her, we couldn't do nothing about it. We could not do nothing about it. Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
So during that time, we had no political might, no monetary might to do anything. Okay? Nothing at all. Give me, now it's going to get a little, the curse is going to get a little deeper now. Give me verse 48. We read in Jeremiah 17:4, remember we was going to discontinue from our heritage. And then we was going to get into a land of captivity or land that our enemies are over, right? Watch. Now we got to define who is our enemies. Read.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. Therefore shall thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent the enemies against us? The Lord did. Read.
In hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness.
So, when it comes to hunger, what do you go to shop for food at, Henry? Who owns these grocery stores? Who owns Walmart? Who owns Target? The oppressor. Henry, you own something, man. Our oppressor owns those places. What about your clothing? The textile, right? In nakedness, right? Can you read?
And in want of all things.
Now, above that, it says thirst. Okay? The Dasani water, Aquafina, we don't own those, right? Our oppressors, our enemies hold those things, right? And then it said, here's what it said, interesting, in want of all things. You want an education? You want to go buy a house? You want a, just anything, birth certificate. Even when you die, the burial, everything is owned by who? We got to go to our enemies, right? Okay, read.
And in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron.
A what?
A yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
So here's the question, Henry. A yoke of iron on our necks until he have destroyed us. Who did this to us? Who's our oppressors? Who's our oppressor? There you go. All praise. The so-called white man did this. Now we're going to bring it home. Give me 68. Watch this. You're exactly right. That's exactly right. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, it said he's going to bring us. Now, we're in Deuteronomy now, okay? During this time, we were already out physically out of Egypt. Moses, through the hand of God, already freed us. So what is it talking about when it says in Egypt again? We're going to give you what Egypt means. Give me that in Exodus. Read.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So what it means in Egypt is synonymous for bondage, what we just read. So we're going to go back there and read it from the top. All right, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Wow. Into bondage with ships. How did we get to America? Ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
When it says we're not going to see it no more again, our homeland, which is Jerusalem. Okay, read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemy.
The so-called white man. Read.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Bondmen and bondwomen. Slave men and slave women. Read.
And no man shall buy you.
So when it says no man shall buy you, that's an old Quaker word that means no man shall redeem you. So who tried it in the past? Malcolm X tried it. Who else tried to redeem us? Martin Luther King Jr., Marcus Garvey. Did it work? Absolutely not. Because this was the curse that the Most High brought on us. So his rules, his curses were going to come to pass. What he says is going to come to pass. Okay? Any questions so far? We're going to keep going. Now, what I just read to you, do you identify yourself as Israel today? All praises. All praises. Hey, Henry,
It's never been defined this way.
It's never been defined this way to you? All praise to the Most High. Now, we're going to take it a little further now. Now that you know, actually give me Romans 8 and 16 first, and then we're going to go to Deuteronomy 10. Now that you know that you Israel, there are some things that the Most High said, hey, I want you to do something now. There's something that I want you to do, okay? But we're going to read this first. Read that.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit.
The Spirit, this Bible has bared witness with what I just read with your spirit. Read.
That we are the children of God.
Read.
And if children, then heirs, then heirs of God.
All right, so now you just bear witness with this Bible that you are the children of the Most High, which you're Israel. Okay? Now go to Deuteronomy 10. Because now there's some requirements. Now that you know who you are, Most High said there's something I want you to do. Okay? There's some requirements. For us to shine like lights in this world, we got to do something. Okay? Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
You hear the name he used, right? You said Israel. What doth the Lord thy God require of thee? Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Henry, I got a quick question for you. What does it mean to fear the Most High or to fear the Lord? What does it mean?
It means that you must follow his commandments, that you must give him control over all things.
Okay, all praise. That's a good question. That's a good answer. Let's see what the Bible say. Read that.
Psalms chapter 111 and verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
So, just like you said, the commandments, right? This is what happens when we do his commandments. A good understanding comes upon us. That's wisdom. Okay? Read.
His praise endureth forever.
So now we got to fear the Lord. In doing that, we got to keep his commandments. Now we got to bring out some commandments to you. Okay? Give me Numbers 15. Let's start with Numbers 15:38. Because what you see today is we're bringing out as prophets who we are according to the Bible. That's the first step. You know who you are now. Now it's something you have to do. Okay? Read that.
Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Okay, it says to bid them, make them, have them, make fringes. What you see on our shirts right here are fringes. You see it all on the other brother's shirts right here. Same thing. Okay, read.
Throughout their generation.
Throughout your generations means as we continue to generate and make kids, which is never going to stop, right? It says, Most High said, do this. Make you fringes in your borders of your garments. Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Ribbon of blue, see that? Read.
And this shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
And do what?
And do them. Remember all the commandments of the Lord.
So, one of the purposes of the fringes is a commandment, but when we look on them, we remember the other commandments of the Lord. That makes sense? Okay? So, like on your shirt, you would fringe that up. Okay? You will put fringes on that. All right? Any questions so far as we continue to go? You're good. Henry, that's amazing. You ain't got no questions, man. Okay.
You're answering a lot of them
As we go along, all praises, all praises. Now, give me the Sabbath. You know where I want, man. Now, do you know what today is? How do you know that? You've been educated on it? Okay. Do you go to church? You don't go to church. Okay, okay. All right, read that for me. When is it? So the Sabbath is today, but what's the time period of the Sabbath? It's all day, but when does it start mainly? Friday. Okay, so Friday, sundown, and Saturday. You know that, Henry. Okay. All right, so today's the Sabbath. So you haven't bought anything. You know, so we're going to go through some things that you're not supposed to do on the Sabbath. Okay? Go ahead, give me, he knows the Sabbath is, so give me Exodus chapter 16, verse 23. We're going to go through a few things that you're not supposed to do on the Sabbath. Because I came from a church that said they did the Sabbath, but they did not do the Sabbath. Okay, so watch this. Read that.
Exodus chapter 16 and verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today, and cease that ye will cease. And that which is remaining over, layeth up for to be kept until the morning.
So the Most High said, hey, the Sabbath is coming. You need to bake what you're going to bake and seethe what you're going to seethe, meaning to boil. Basically, cook what you're going to cook before Sabbath, okay? No cooking on the Sabbath. It even comes down to not microwaving anything. I'll take it a little further. It comes down to not even, you got something cold in the fridge, you say, I'm hungry. You can't go into your vehicle and put it in the sun to bake. That's the same, you breaking it, okay? Give me another commandment on the Sabbath. Read.
Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell.
All right, any victual, anything on the Sabbath to sell. What are we going to do? Read.
That we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath day or on the holy day.
So this is a holy day of the Lord right here, okay? You're not supposed to buy or sell either, okay? Did you know that? Okay, we educate you today, hear me? Don't buy and sell today. Give me Exodus 35. Gonna give you another one on what you're supposed to do on the Sabbath day, okay? You say you do some reading on your own, so you come to this conclusions that we're reading to you like on the Sabbath day yourself, or who taught you? Do read? Okay, all praises. Read that.
Exodus chapter 35 and verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitation upon the Sabbath day.
So it goes back to cooking. No light, no fires, no microwaving, none of that stuff on the Sabbath day. Okay? All right? Holy convocation. Now, here's something else you're supposed to do on the Sabbath day. You say you don't go to a church, right? All right? Yeah, you got it. Leviticus 23 and 2. Read.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy. Convocation.
What is a convocation? A holy convocation. It's a gathering. Zephaniah 2 and 1. It's a gathering. So another thing we're supposed to do on the Sabbath, and actually not just on the Sabbath, but as a whole, is to gather together, come together as a people, congregate. Right. We're gonna bring it home again with another one. Watch this. Read.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Who's the nation that's not desired? Israel. The so-called black man, Hispanic man, and Native American man. We're the ones that are not desired. What did the Most High say again? Read that first part.
Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together.
He says gather together, congregate, come together as a people.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.